Hello viewers, in this video you're going to learn about a topic called vehicle visibility, which deals with the visual view of the driver and a passenger whenever they are inside the vehicle. If you look the content which you're going to learn in this particular video are the driver's visibility, so how it is affected, so what are the criteria included in all these things. Then to determine this visibility, there are some tests will be conducted. So we are also I'm also going to explain about the visibility test and what are the methods to improve the driver's visibility. This aspect we'll also going to discuss in this video. At last, so there will be an MCQ. The questionnaires will be there based on the topic which you're going to learn in this particular video. So let's start with the driver's visibility. So this diagram shows the visibility view of a driver, which with an example of the 6-seater vehicle. So in the driver point of view, you can observe there is a blind spots in the A pillar. This is the A pillar. So wherever these areas are there, this is called as the blind spot, where the driver cannot able to see this area. This is the A pillar, and there will be blind spot in the B pillar, C pillar, and the D pillar. So these are the areas where the driver doesn't have any visibility. So this is one of the major drawback. So where it reduces the visibility, it may cause accident while going on the highway. So this diagram shows the how it may affect. You might have observed that while going on the highway, there will be one more motor vehicle is available here, one more car is available here. So whenever it is passing through this particular area, so this particular area where the side view mirror can able to observe. So by using this kind of side view mirror, we can able to increase the view rate, rear view mirror vision. But as soon as it crosses the rear view mirror area, so this particular vehicle cannot be seen through the mirrors. So this will affect the driver's visibility. This may cause an accident. So of course, if you say the driver visibility, especially in the transportation, it's nothing but the maximum distance at which a driver inside the vehicle can able to identify the object that he can see. Especially the visibility is determined by the weather condition and by the vehicle design. So weather condition means whenever there is heavy rain, then definitely that's going to affect the driver's visibility. And the one more criteria is how well the vehicle body has been designed. The size of the A pillar and B pillar and the position of the driver. So all those things come into picture while talking about the visibility of the driver. So the parts of the vehicle that influences visibility includes, there are some parts are there which is available in the vehicle which affect the visibility of the driver. Those are the windshields, the dashboard, and the pillar. So these are the major point where the driver visibility is concerned with. Of course, for safe driving, both for a driver, a passenger, as well as a pedestrian, the visibility is much more essential criteria. So that's why while designing a vehicle body, should make sure that the drivers should have the greater visibility. If you consider a forward visibility, as the name itself indicates, here we are concentrating only on the forward view of the driver. So whenever you're sitting on a driver's seat, so the front view is determined by forward visibility. So here it is going to concern whatever the points we are concerning. In this particular image, you can able to observe that the height of the driver from the seats. See, because human height is keep on varying, so it's not constant. The average height will be taken care, and then based on that, the average height of the human, it is assumed that, so up to this is the particular viewpoint. Based on this viewpoint, so what will be the forward visibility? By considering that kind of point of view, the vehicle body will be designed. So whenever saying the forward visibility, the A pillar will come into picture. In this particular, this is an example where the vehicle is moving and it's try to making the straight away position, but you can observe that there is one more vehicle is coming here, which is falls under the blind spot, which is created due to the A pillar blockage. This is this is the reason where the driver cannot able to see the vehicle which is coming this particular blind spot. It may cause accidents. This is particularly due to the A pillar blind spot. By making that angle, actually the angle of the A pillar is not the vertical exactly. In the car there will be some angle like 45-degree angle. By keeping that angle of the A pillar also will going to affect the visibility of the driver, especially the forward visibility. Then one more criteria in the forward visibility is panoramic windshield. The panoramic windshield is also one of the criteria of forward visibility. So where it gives the driver to the more visibility angle area. So if we just consider only the A pillar blind spot, in the diagram shows is the front driver seat. The distance between the front door and wherever the seat starts, this also plays a major role. As the distance between the driver and the windshield is keep on increases, the blind spot is keep on reduces. So that's why as much as possible the distance between the windshield and the driver should be close, but it should also taken care that there should be enough leg room has been provided to operate the controlling system like accelerator, brake and pedals. This is the driver point of view. So by taking this point of view, by projecting a line at the A pillar, wherever the line is hatches, so that is the blind spot which is created by the A pillar at the front end of a car. So this can be avoided or minimized by some of the properly designing an A pillar. There are different design criteria. First one is the distance between the driver and the pillar. By varying the distance between A pillar and the driver, we can able to reduce the A pillar blind spot. Then as the thickness of the A pillar is keep on increases, of course it's going to increase the A pillar blind spot. So the smaller the A pillar, the lesser the A pillar blind spot. But you should taken care that if you try to reduce the A pillar, then it should not affect the safety criteria. The angle of A pillar with respect to vertical plane can also can affect or can change the A pillar blind spot. By selecting a proper angle, we can able to increase the driver's visibility. The angle of pillar in a vertical plane with respect to front view, there are two angles are there. Whenever you are seeing from the front view, this is the front view, there will be change in this particular angle, and then if you see that in the front view, there will be slightly change in this particular angle. So these kind of two angles of the A pillar can be effectively reduce the A pillar blind spot. The form of the pillar straight or an arc form. The form of pillar straight or an arc form. If we just consider the straight kind of an A pillar or with some kind of a bend kind of an A pillar, considering the position or a shape of the A pillar, can also able to reduce the A pillar blind spot. Then a of course, angle of the windshield. So as the angle of the windshield also will play a major role. It's going to vary the amount of visibility. Then height of the driver with respect to the dashboard. This is also one of the point where the height of the driver, where the driver of eye contact has been seen. If you try to draw a line from the driver's eye point to the windshield, so you're going to get that is a maximum visibility area. Then of course the speed of the opposite car. Sometimes the few drivers will panic. If the very good driver should not get panic, and he should able to control the vehicle without getting panic kind of situation. And then the effect of A-pillar angle on visibility. Of course, there will be this is one of the criteria where the by changing the A-pillar angle, definitely we can able to change the visibility of the driver. So here just an example. This is the angle of A-pillar, and they are considering two different drivers where one is shorter and one more is longer. So these are the where the different view areas are available. For the very high person, he can able to see the very closest road surface. For the shorter person, he cannot able to see the very shorter area of that road. So most of the passenger cars have the diagonal pillar, not the straight pillar, because that has got a more visibility area. The angle between that A pillar, it will be approximately the 40 degree with the straight pillar, so that this will give maximum visibility area for the driver. So the 40-degree angle will give car a strong in the case of the strength of the vehicle, as well as aerodynamically it is very good, so that the aerodynamic drag will be very less. So based on this particular point of view, like effect of A pillar visibility, there is one of the technique called providing a display on the A pillar by using a camera, so that it's going to enhance the visibility of the driver, can able to eliminate the A pillar blind spot.
Show. The fact is that modern cars, while much safer, are a lot harder to see out of than they used to be. But Continental has a solution with its virtual A-pillar technology. The tech itself is simple and uses cameras that are already common on many new cars to send a picture of what the driver would see were the A-pillar not there onto a screen on the pillar itself. As our own Andrew Kroc so sagely noted, seeing a person is a pretty good way to lower the chance of hitting them with your car. Ford is recalling 1.5 million Focuses over concerns of stalling and deformed fuel tanks due to a stuck open purge valve. The recall affects 2012 to 2018 Focuses with a 2-liter engines built at Ford's Michigan assembly plant. The fix involves reprogramming the car to better detect malfunctioning purge valves and in some cases, replacing the purge valve itself. Owners can expect to hear from Ford about the recall in December. So I know it's almost 2019 and we're living in the future.
So that is one of the solution for reducing the A-pillar blind spot completely. So the next point of discussion is panoramic windshield, where in the figure it shows that panoramic windshield where it is having more visible areas. You might have observed here is a panoramic windshield. So generally the roof will start from this point of view, so but the glass has been extended up to the driver's head, so that the driver will get a maximum visibility area. This is going to enhance the forward visibility of the driver. The side of panoramic windshield are curved, which makes possible to design a vertical A pillar. It's going to give a maximum forward visibility area. So of course it's impossible to design an aerodynamic small car with a vertical A pillar, so that's why the A pillar will be in certain angle like 40 degree. The flatter A pillar is very good advantage. So whatever we are saying, if you have a flatter A pillar, then definitely it won't it won't create any aerodynamic drag. But there is a disadvantage where if you try to have a 180-degree kind of an A pillar, it's going to reduces the entry and exit area. So that is one of the problem for getting into the car and getting out of the car. So based on this panoramic windshield, there is a video, so you'll get a better idea on this.
For 2013, the retractable panoramic roof is an exclusive new feature for Lincoln, offered only on the all-new MKZ. Opening and closing in just 10 seconds, it's one of the world's widest opening retractable glass roofs. Mounted to a supporting steel frame, the moving glass panel is over 4 feet long and 3.7 feet wide for a total of 15.2 square feet. Fully retracted, the expansive opening is nearly 2 feet deep and 2.5 feet wide, delivering a wide-open driving experience. The tempered safety glass is 5 millimeters thick and offers a sun protection factor of over 100. A wind deflector automatically deploys to reduce airflow into the cabin. At speeds over 40 miles per hour, the roof automatically motors 8 inches forward to maintain a quiet, roof-open driving environment. The exclusive retractable panoramic roof is available only on the all-new 2013 Lincoln MKZ.
So there are other disadvantages of flat windshield angle. The first one is the traffic cannot see through by the driver, so there will be a reflection due to this flat windshield angle. The heater needs more time to heat the bigger window surface. Of course, if you have a flat windshield, so then you must have the heater. So as the distance or the area of the windshield goes on increases, then definitely it takes more time. So that's going to affect the visibility. The flat windshield angle is going to not going to let snow slide off easily. So if you have you might have observed in the snowy kind of an area, the flat surface there, the ice is going to keep on accumulate. It's going to block the driver visibility. Driver cannot reach the whole flat window to clean it easily. So you might have observed that right from the one end, the driver cannot able to have an access to the entire windshield. He cannot able to clean it. So then the next point is the height of the driver. This height of the driver is also going to affect the visibility or area of the driver. As the driver height keep on varying, this also vary the area, amount of visibility of area. So that's why in a A-pillar, you might have observed in the recent few cars, there will be a split up in the A-pillar. A small area has been given. Shown in this particular image, this is the split up kind of an area. This area has been projected with the glass so that it is going to reduce the A-pillar blindness. Sometimes A-pillar can block the driver from seeing motorcyclist. Of course, the most of the accidents is going to happen because of this A-pillar blind spot with respect to the motorcyclist. And with respect to the four-wheel or the four-wheel vision, the driver vision will be blocked by the B pillar. So next to the A pillar there will be B pillar. That's also affect the blind spot. So how to reduce it? The driver may reduce the size of the blind spot by eliminating by turning the head. They need to look through by turning the heads. So this is one of the key point where they can able to reduce the blind spot. Based on this, we'll have a video so how to increase the visibility area. So let's watch it.
The car you drive has a blind spot. Not just one, but many. In fact, you'd be surprised at just how much space you lose sight of when changing lanes or reversing. Think about it and consider what you might not see. The motorcycle.
See in the car, these are the areas where is the A pillar blind spot, B pillar blind spot, and the rear blind spot. So there are people are there, but even though as a driver cannot able to see. So this is the blind spot area.
The motorcycle in the next lane, a cyclist, a passing car perhaps, maybe even a truck. Don't lose sight of blind spots. Always check over your shoulder and take a good look. Ensure your mirrors are correctly positioned. The side of your car shouldn't quite be visible. Make sure you have a clear rear view. Your rear view mirror should not see the back seat of the car. If possible, fit a reversing camera.
So the next one is the driver may reduce the size of the blind spot by eliminating it completely. So visibility on a convertible. So convertible is nothing but the vehicle where we can able to retract the roof. There won't be any roof, so that the vision or the visibility area is going to be enhanced or increased. There is no connection between the A pillar, of course, and the B pillar. So that's why that particular area has been completely eliminated, which increase the visibility. So A pillar in the convertible have to be stronger and even thicker. This also should taken care because here there is no B pillar. And since there are no B and C pillar, the visibility will be enhanced. So wherever when you consider the rear view of the driver with respect to B and C, since here there is no B pillar and C pillar, completely the visibility will be enhanced. Then there will be one more drawback of driver visibility called windshield reflection. There are some key points are there with respect to this. The windshield reflection is due to the dashboard reflection and A pillar reflection, then light through the roof reflection. So when you consider the dashboard reflection, so to avoid this dashboard reflection, it's best to have a non-reflecting dark color surface. Otherwise, so whatever the sunlight which is getting fall on the dashboard, it is going to reflect it towards the driver's eye. It's going to affect the visibility of the driver. Then the smaller the dashboard and the lesser the reflection rays to the driver. If you have a bigger dashboard, then definitely have a more reflection area. So better to have a non-reflection kind of coating. So then, with respect to A pillar reflection, it's best if you provide a non-reflecting dark color to the A pillar as well. Otherwise, it's going to reflect the sunlight or the light which is fall on the A pillar. Then, in some of the car, you might have seen there will be a roof light through. Panoramic roofs are there. So if you try to have a panoramic roof, the light will coming into the vehicle, inside the vehicle cabin. So this may create the reflection. So make sure that there should not have any reflection because of this light through roof. Sometimes maybe during whenever the sun is at the midday, so the intensity of light is more. So if you try to have a sun roof, then definitely it's going to have the reflection inside your driver's cabin. Is going to affect the visibility area. So one of the rear view point of the rear visibility you can able to provide by providing the mirrors to the vehicle. So by providing a mirror, you can able to observe, you can able to see the vehicle which is coming from the rear point of view. The blind spot can be checked by turning one's head or reduce by adding another mirror. Either you can turn your head and just observe the vehicle which is coming from your rear side or left right side, or otherwise you can able to have add the mirrors. If you don't want to have a mirror, you can able to have an advanced system such as you can provide a camera. This give you a feedback system if the vehicle is coming or not. This will have a video. So this is how by using the advanced techniques, by using the camera and sensor, we can able to avoid the accidents due to the rear view mirror blind spot. So there are procedures are there while reversing the visibility test procedures. So first one, it includes the laser pointing device where it's going to detect the object or obstacle which is coming on the rear view point of the vehicle. And to test this particular procedure, a dummy has been represented, which is of a normal adult size, because so these kind of tests should be conducted should be used for by considering all the ages. And to conduct a test for the small children, the 2-year-old children, there will be some cylinder block has been kept, and by keeping the cylinder block, by representing that, the test procedure will be conducted. A grid extended 1.8 cross 1.5 meter to the rear view vehicle. So this is one of the procedure while conducting this test. Then we have a Motor Research Industry Association. So this is the association which conducts different tests of an automobile. There is one more visibility test will be conducted. This is inside the lab, so where inside the driver's cabin, exactly at the driver's point of view, the light will be illuminated, and in the dark room we can able to observe that these are the area where the driver can able to see. This is the area. So wherever this is the A pillar blind spot, what you call as A pillar blind spot, this is a blind spot created due to the mirror which is give you the rear view, and this is the one of the A pillar blind spot. This is how they are going to observe or test the frontal projected area. If you just observe the rear projected area, this is where the driver's point of view, and if you try to just turn your head and if you just look the behind, there will be a B pillar. These are the B pillar is going to affect the visibility. A driver cannot able to see this particular area, and there will be a seat. Seat is also going to affect the visibility. These are the C pillars. The C pillars is going to affect the rear view visibility of the driver. These are the test which is conducted with respect to the visibility of the driver. Then of course, right now till now we discussed or we learned about what are the visibility criteria, but right now how to improve it. There are few methods to improve this visibility. The first one is of course windshield. By proper designing of the windshield, the proper angle of the windshield, by curving of the windshield, definitely we can able to increase the visibility area of the driver. Then headlights, try to have brighter headlights so that the specified intensity of the light, so that the driver will have maximum visibility either during the light, whenever the night during conditions are there, whenever there is a less light, the headlight will give you a better visibility. Then it's better to adopt a rear view mirror to have to reduce the rear view blind spot. Then side view mirror, whenever this is necessary, you are changing a line or taking a turn, so it's better to look from the side view mirror whether any vehicles are coming or not. This is going to reduce the blind spot. Then of course backup camera, this is going to enhance the rear view of the driver, can able to completely eliminate the rear view blind spots. Then parking sensor, this will come across with much more helpful during whenever you are trying to park a vehicle. So you might have observed from the window, but there will be a blind spot available even if you look through the windows. So this can be completely eliminated by using a parking sensor. So driver seat adjustment, if you whenever you're trying to drive a vehicle, so make sure that before starting your engine, before starting your vehicle, you need to come to a proper position of the seat in such a way that you will get a better visibility throughout the 360 degree. Then if you have a panel, try to keep the brightness as less as possible. So because this is also going to affect your visibility. By keeping lesser brightness of the panel, you can able to improve the visibility of the driver. So that's all for this particular video. So now we'll go to the MCQs, the questionnaires. So the first question says the blind spot may occur in the front of the driver by, the options are A pillar, side view mirror, interior rear view mirror, all the above. So here in this question it says, so there is a restriction, which is coming in front of the driver. Whenever we are talking about the front view visibility, it is going to affect the front view of the driver. So the answer is A pillar. A pillar where it's available at the front, the frontmost portion of the pillar. A pillar is going to affect the driver visibility. It creates a blind spot called as A pillar blind spot. So the answer is option A, A pillar. Then the second question is visibility is primarily determined by the weather conditions and by vehicle design. So then the second question is visibility is primarily determined by, the options are weather condition. Second question is visibility is primarily determined by, the options are weather condition, vehicle design, both A and B, and none of them. So here you need to identify the answer, like, so how the visibility has been determined, what are the criteria. So the correct answer is option C. So where the visibility is going to be determined by the weather condition. If the weather changes, then definitely the visibility is going to affect, and the vehicle design. The proper designing of the vehicle will determine the visibility. So the correct answer is option C, both A and B. So the next question is the side of the panoramic windshield are curved, which makes it possible to design a vertical A pillar that gives the better maximum forward visibility. Whether the statement is correct or not, you need to say yes or no. The question says the side of the panoramic windshield are curved, which makes it possible to design a vertical A pillar and gives the driver maximum forwardability. The answer is option A, yes. Of course, by making the panoramic windshield as a curved, it's going to increase the driver visibility. So that's all from this particular video. Don't stop learning, keep on learning. Thanks for watching.